Tomorrow will mark 1 year since the Supreme Court's landmark decision overturning Roe v. Wade. The decision ended 50 years of constitutionally protected access to abortion in all 50 states.
For some, the day will be a joyful occasion. For others, a reason to rally for change. Alex Cameron has more from our News on 6 Washington Bureau.
Well, the decision in the Dobbs case last June 24th, because of the leaked draft opinion several months earlier, was widely anticipated. Still, it sent a shockwave across the nation, and a year later, we're still coming to terms with its long-term impact.
For us, we're celebrating a Dobbs decision.
Oklahoma Senator James Lankford, hosting a pro-life event this week, said thanks to Dobbs, it's estimated about 200,000 babies were born in the past year in the U.S. that wouldn't have been born if Roe were still intact.
That's 200,000 families that'll be blessed with looking in the eyes of a child.
It's also an unknown number of families that have suffered because getting reproductive health care has become much more complicated, especially in the dozen-plus states, Oklahoma included, that in the wake of Dobbs imposed near-total bans on abortion. Other states, meanwhile, expanded access to abortion or even codified it in their state constitutions. Democrats in Washington are trying to do the same thing at the federal level to nullify a decision they believe belongs in the court's Hall of Shame.
The Dobbs decision restricted and limited and undermined freedom.
Oklahoma's all-Republican delegation is, of course, 100% pro-life. Congresswoman Stephanie Bice says the majority of justices rightly recognize that access to abortion is not something for courts to determine.
And in Oklahoma, there was a big push for this to be put in the hands of the electorate, and that's exactly what happened with the Dobbs decision.
And importantly, Lankford says it's prompted renewed discussion of what he sees as the key issue. When does life become life?
Americans don't all agree on the issue of children and abortion. We just don't. So there's going to be this national conversation that's going to continue for a very long time.
And fitting with the long tradition associated with this issue, there will be rallies tomorrow. Pro-lifers at the Lincoln Memorial, abortion rights advocates right here at the Supreme Court. At the U.S. Supreme Court, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.